Quick video on why I think astrology is not taught in schools. First of all, it's not possible to prove astrology through the current scientific method that we have. You can't prove it in the lab. I do believe that if you did like a sociological study with psychologists involved as well, and it would be a long-term study, if that were to happen and be taken seriously, I am completely positive that you would be able to at least make a scientific statement about the trends and the eerily accurate characteristics that can actually be proven scientifically to the planets, aka astrology. I believe that sociology and psychology would be the two places that astrology could be taught in school. I don't think it's religious, but there's a big difference between astronomy and astrology. Although it didn't used to be as big of a difference as it is today in modern society. Back in Kepler's day, he completely believed in astrology. But the second reason why I don't think it's taught in schools today is because I personally don't believe that public schools have any incentive at all to teach people about themselves. They really only care about teaching kids how to obey authority, follow instructions, be little machines that do, standardized tests, and every single child is based on this standardized test. I believe that public schools are getting worse and worse every year because they are funded by government, and there's an incentive to teach things that speak kindly of the government, penalizing people that disagree with how the government is behaving these days. The real reason is because if every single person realized how important they are, in the scheme of things, astrology teaches you a lot about yourself. And it's really weird when you realize that astrology actually does tell you specific things about yourself that you always thought, even though you didn't know anything about astrology, it teaches you about yourself. And that empowers humans. In this society, with the Pluto-Uranus square going on, the government and the elite, I should say, the elite, they do not want anyone to know how to empower themselves. They want people to feel like they're alone, that they're weak, that they can't do anything without the collective, which astrology completely goes against. It teaches you about yourself and your part inside of the community, but it doesn't teach you to be dependent on the collective and on the government. It teaches you that you manifest your own life. And if every American knew that, people wouldn't want to live in this shitty society and this decaying society. This is historical times. If astrology were to be taught in schools right now, it would change everything for the better. Which is why it will never ever be taught in schools, and you'll only learn about it by your own desire and your own curiosity. You decide to look it up via the internet while it's still free. CISPA, anyone? Then you can learn about it like I did, for instance. Or maybe you know someone that's always talking about astrology. Listen to them, just look it up. But most people won't ever know anything about it. They'll just, know their sign. And tons of people don't even know their sign. How do you not know your sign? I mean, come on. But even the people that do know their signs, they don't know anything about astrology. And I believe that there's a reason for that. When I tried to find a school where I could learn about astrology and take classes and actually maybe even get a degree or a certification in astrology so I could become an astrologer, I couldn't find one. I could only find one place where you could get a degree in divinity. I don't know what that means. I just want an astrology certification. But it's in the UK, and it's like the only one. So you really have to learn it on your own. It's not taught in the schools at all. It's an occultic knowledge, and occult means hidden. The occult is the hidden knowledge. And that's what I share to you on my channel. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.